guys, I'm Lentswe Bhengu, and we've had a wonderful day in Houtbay. We've got our yellowtail. We've seen how it's been filleted for us, and I'm going to portion it off a little later on. We've gone to the fresh fruit and veg market. We're going to sell some roasted tomatoes, cut them in half. I'm going to prep these with some thyme, some chopped thyme and some garlic, and then slowly just dry them off in the oven for us. And on the side here I've got our potatoes. What I'm going to do with these, I'm going to parboil them first, and then later on slowly cook them off with some butter on top of the pan. And with our onions, I've got some white wine in the fridge. I'm going to add that with a nice beautiful beurre blanc sauce. That should put it all together. So yeah. Okay, so I'll sprinkle on some roughly chopped garlic. I've got some thyme on there, salt and pepper. I'm now going to drizzle a generous amount of olive oil. Just give it a lubrication while it's in the oven. Okay, so you basically want to dry these guys out nice and slowly. So I've got my oven on at 90 degrees. Okay, right in the center. And you want to leave it in there for about, say, an hour, 2 hours, depending on how really nice and dry you want it. So here we go. Here's our fish. It's been filleted for us. But I still need to remove the pin bones. Okay? Because the last thing you want to do is to serve people fish with bones in it. Okay? I got my fish tweezers. Grab one firmly, and pull. There we go, like that, and put it to one side. This is quite a strenuous job and quite a tedious job, but it yields such a better result if you just do it yourself. Then you know your guests don't have anything to worry about. So what I've done with our yellowtail is we've pin boned it now. Okay, I've cut off the excess fat by the belly. Okay, and a little bit on the top just to make it nice and neat. Okay, there's no bones in the center. I've done the same with this one here as well. A little bit here, a little bit on the belly. Alright, and now I'm going to portion it. There we go. Still got our skin on. Okay, which I'm going to fry it. When I fry it on a very hot pan, skin down first. Okay, get that skin nice and crinkly. Okay, once that's done, it's already going to be cooked up until halfway. I just flip it over very quickly onto the pan. Okay, baste it a bit, put it in the side, and it cooks itself on the side. Okay, so we have our two fillets. We have now portioned them off into 6 decent pieces. We've got 2 tail end, okay, a little bit thinner towards the end, obviously. And then in the midriff, obviously a little nice and thick, 2 good solid pieces. And in the top half, there's our neck pieces. Okay, I'm just checking up on my potatoes. As you can see, beautiful color. This is just from the butter slowly cooking off. Okay. Oh. Hey, can you see that? And that's what you want. They're not burning, they're not black, they're not charred, but they're nice and golden. To make my beurre blanc sauce is basically beurre, which is French for butter, blanc, which is French for white wine. Okay, white butter sauce. That's so cheesy. I'm using Mfiki Sauvignon Blanc. It's a really great wine to use with fish, and the reason why is because I wanted to impart the green peppery undertone flavors that you get from drinking it onto the sauce itself. Flip her around, put a couple of knobs of butter in there again. Yes, butter, because butter makes things taste so good, that's why. Baste it a bit, leave it to the side, and then literally the fish is so hot, it's such delicate meat, it'll cook itself off the side. So you never ever want to overcook fish. You want to put them all in basically at the same time so that you know that they're going to cook evenly. So I'm going to turn my fish around. And that's what I was talking about. Get a nice crispiness on the outside. It just gives a nice different texture to the soft fish on the inside and a crispy skin on the outside. Now it smells delicious. Put it in the oven, 180 degrees, couple of minutes, done. Fish on top, like that. And done. That's my version of yellowtail with dried tomatoes, some sauteed potatoes, beurre blanc sauce, and rocket.